Well, to me, Boston is the greatest mixture of city living that there is in the world if you only speak English as I do, because you can walk across it. It feels like a town, but it's a huge city. It has so many different educational influences that it's a place that has automatic diversity and a tremendous level of thought. And I've never been anywhere where more people have engaged in higher level intellectual debates that really don't get nasty. And from that, you often get brand new ideas. And it's an endlessly stimulating place to live. And on top of that, just to be able to walk past places like the Old South Meeting House, like the Granary Burial Ground, where you're really walking through not just American and colonial, but world history, where you realize that, you know, in the granary there are people buried there who changed the world, who had the guts to stand up to the greatest military force ever imagined and basically said, come and get it. And that spirit endures to this day. It's something that inspires me every single day. To live life to the fullest is what it's about. You go around exactly once. So for me, you know, we have an unofficial motto, who has more fun than us? And it's not to say that we don't take our job seriously, but working hard is part of the fun. And if you're able to feel fulfillment in your job and able to feel fulfillment in every day that you spend on this planet, you're going to have so much fun that the time just whips on by. I mean, I'm 56 years old and I still feel like I'm 12. Well, any organization that has fun in its motto is okay with me. It would have been really fun if, when I was just starting out in the 1970s, there was an organization like this where I could have connected with people who were hardworking and not only wanted to work hard, but also wanted to play hard. To me, you learn so much about sports, and the best friendships I've ever cultivated have been through sports, because when you play hard, you reveal your character, and you reveal it not only to other people, but to yourself. Any organization that promotes that, to me, is raising the bar about as high as you can raise it. Outside of hockey, I spend an awful lot of time with my family, but when I recreate, I love alpine skiing. Before I was doing full-time hockey, I used to ski more than 40 days a year, and I still love to ski any chance I get. When we were in Vancouver in the regular season in 2011, a strange blip in the NHL schedule gave us 3 consecutive days off, so of course I went to Whistler, and that was very cool. I also ride my road bike with a lot of passion. I probably do 200, 250 a week in terms of mileage in the summertime when I finally get my sorry old butt in shape. But I learned something about myself every single time I ride my bike. I've learned how to be patient by riding my bike. I've learned exactly how and when I can push myself and how much I can get out of myself, and when I have to resist going over the top because I know it's going to hurt me in the future. It's a tremendous discipline, and I recommend it to anybody who can tolerate pain. Would I ever consider doing play-by-play of a dodgeball game? You're talking to a guy who used to do play-by-play of sumo wrestling on ESPN. I mean, I once did a kickboxing event in, I believe it was Rockford, Illinois, and the guy comes in. He was the opponent, if you will, in what was supposed to be a world championship match. And I didn't know anything about kickboxing. And the color commentator says to him, "What's your record?" And he says, "I'm 5-7. And the guy says, "You can't be 5-7. You were 4-11 last week. You can always gain wins, but you can't reduce the number of losses." So, you know, whether or not it's a world-sanctioned event, I'd love to do play-by-play of dodgeball. I love SBS.